We see inclusive and sustainable industrial development as a way of manufacturing that is fit for the future, but basically addressing the challenges that were already there yesterday. So we're looking for factories that are productive and that deliver quality product. So that's the economic dimension, and for factories that then provide decent work, that's more the social dimension, and the factories that also have environment and energy into their DNA, so that they're also delivering environmental outcomes. So it's basically a concept of moving manufacturing from just having factories to factories which are addressing today's challenges in environmental and social domains. If we talk on the MSMEs or MSMEs, there's quite a big variety in there. So from UNIDO side, the Industrial Development Organization, we focus mostly on manufacturing MSMEs or small industries as a shorthand for that. I think even there is quite a high variability, but so some are clearly innovating and having quite advanced technologies and taking care of environmental issues and social considerations. But it's fair to say that a big majority of the enterprises are still very early in the stage of adopting environmental responsibility, so that is also reflected in that on one hand small industries are making big economic contribution, but on the other hand they have also a little bit of a negative perception that they're operating conditions and it's not so safe, that the products are of a lower quality, and that the environment is also suffering from that. And I think this, even though there is also internationally, smaller industries are often a bit behind bigger industries. Maybe this is a bit higher in India, this discrepancy, than you would see in other places if you go to Southeast Asia or to China. Also there are companies have started to take environmental issues also as a competitive issue, and also social issues in that regard. We, from UNIDO side, we have done a lot of work on clean technologies and a lot of work on energy efficiency, and those practices often are making good business sense, so that businesses are saving on the materials cost, on the energy cost, on the water cost, having a better product quality and so on. So there is, all elements are there for a business case, but the challenge is to reach out to the small industries, and there's also often a degree of reluctance of small industries to try something new, and wanting to go very often wanting to go for a cheap solution, which is not always in the self-interest. It seems like cheap is always better, but it's not always better, because in the end you might end up spending much more money on energy, on water, on materials. So we feel that with all the small industry support programs, there's a big need to actually improve the entrepreneurial capabilities of small businesses, of small industries, so that they accept more a perception, a mindset of productivity, of efficiency and inclusiveness, and that it ultimately also pays to give your workers a decent work environment, because they will be much more productive, and in the end what you spend extra on making provisions for your workers will come back in having your workers being focused on the work and getting a higher quality product. For some segments of the small industry sector, there is certainly a need to build internal capabilities, not only saying we need to help them with cheap loans or cheap credit, but also really helping them to improve their business systems and their productivity mindset.